Right, lunch today is this very simple, see if I can get it in the frame here. I'm so used to George filming for me, this feels weird. But there it is, this really simple tofu and whole wheat couscous salad bowl here with whole wheat couscous as our healthy carbohydrate source, of course. We've got tofu. And no, I don't fear soy. There's a distinction between estrogen and phytoestrogen, and there's some real nuance to that discussion, but generally, tofu is such a wonderful source of nutrients. We've got romaine lettuce in here, we've got cucumber, we've got some, what else, red bell pepper, bit of hummus, so our healthy fats there for the tahini and just wonderful taste, obviously. Is it a meal without hummus? Is it a lunch meal on the Ryan Adams plan without hummus? I don't think so. And then a little bit of balsamic glaze to finish. So yeah, this is gonna be good, and this is pretty standard lunch for me. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. We're about to shoot into an assortment, a compilation of tips and hacks to lose weight, regardless of whether you follow a plant-based diet or not. Obviously, that's my MO. But all of these tips and hacks will be useful going across the diet spectrum, I argue. But a bunch of my tips and hacks anyway, we're about to cover here from lots of my recent videos. So let me know if you like compilation footage like this, where I just sort of rapid fire tips from recent videos. These are relatively easy to make, so let me know if you enjoy these in the comments below and I'll make more. But hopefully, you'll leave this, if we're covering a bunch of tips here, hopefully you leave this with even one or two things that you can inject into your own weight loss strategy right now and see some amazing results. So hope you enjoy this one. Let's shoot into it right now. I'm going to enjoy this lunch. See you soon.
Today I'm having the best snack, I think, hands down, for weight loss, because it is so low in calorie density that you can eat in such big portions and not have to worry so much about overeating. Can you guess what it is? Popcorn. That's right. Popcorn. And who doesn't like popcorn, right? But here's the catch. This is the bad news, right? This is not popcorn that's filled with oil and butter. This is air popped popcorn. I throw a little bit of salt or a little bit of stevia on there, but 3 cups, which is actually slightly more than what's in here, would you believe? This is about 2 cups worth, 2.5 cups worth, but 3 cups of air popcorn, without oil or butter is only about 95 calories. So in terms of bang for your buck, the volume you get with popcorn to calories is absolutely insane. This stuff is a cheat code for weight loss.
Berries. I want you right now, if you want to lose a bit of weight, to eat lots of berries. Raspberries, you're looking at 60 calories per cup. Blueberries, you're looking at 80 calories. Blackberries, one of my favorites, just gone out of season here, but one of my favorites. 60 calories again per cup. Strawberries, 45 calories per cup of strawberry hard. Generally, fresh fruit is incredible anyway from a weight loss and health perspective, but berries really stand out because they have a low sugar content. Now, I'm not sugar phobic, as I've spoken about many times here. But the fact that berries have such high water content and therefore low sugar content means that they're incredibly low in calories, even compared to lots of other fruits. Just eating a few berries in your diet is not going to do anything magical on top of what you're already eating, right? If you're eating a bunch of chocolate, a bunch of junk food, a bunch of takeout, adding a cup of berries to your diet every day, you ain't going to start losing weight magically. But it's this displacement theory. You want to be getting the little snacks out of your diet, all the things that might be adding, 300, 400, 500 extra calories to your daily diet. Replace them with berries for the same volume. And like that, you've trimmed off 400, 450 calories from your daily diet, like that.
Eliminating oil meant that I instantly shaved 200 calories off my daily diet. Like that, got myself into a calorie deficit so much more easily. Oil is incredibly calorie rich, and my other problem with it is that for all those calories, you don't actually get that much nutrition because it's been processed and processed again and again at such a high heat. And although you can look at oil and go, well, surely it's from a vegetable source, olive oil. Olives are good for you, right? Yeah, absolutely they are in their whole form. But again, this has been something that's processed and processed and processed. So not only are you getting incredibly high calorie content, you're not actually getting that many nutrients for those calories. Unlike with something that's calorie rich, for example, another whole food like nuts and seeds, okay, they're calorically dense, but at the same time, you get loads of nutrition for those calories. So oil has a terrible nutrient to calorie ratio, I argue. Eat until you are satisfied but not stuffed. No more. I don't want you to push it, right? Now, this isn't a guarantee that you'll find a suitable calorie deficit. We're going to talk more on that a bit later on. But this, as a rule, is going to discourage you from overeating and allow you to better assess in the moment if you're eating out of necessary hunger or if there's something else taking over. You start looking down at your plate or bowl, you see there's a couple of forkfuls left. You actually assess by being honest and mindful with yourself. You assess, I'm actually done here. I've actually arrived at a good point of fullness. Well, do you go back and finish those? That's the litmus test for you, right? In those moments, do you finish it even though you're done? A lot of people do. And whether this is because the historic narrative they grew up with, that this was food waste, which is, of course, is untrue. You can just use it as leftovers. It's all just an excuse. Or whatever reason they have, oh, well, I've made it now, so it's there, I may as well have it, right? Whatever rationalization you've got for overeating, basically, I want you to cut that out. And we're going to train your brain to just stop. We're going to train your brain to become more aware and to actually assess, do I need another bite? Am I still hungry? Audit yourself with these kinds of questions, and you'll better find a suitable calorie deficit that matches your appetite. I would not fear carbohydrates. I know the mainstream health and weight loss world always crying about carbohydrates. The keto bros, they're gonna come after me on this one, but I'm ardent on this because I'm not talking about soda and candy and sources of carbohydrate that are heavily processed and there's refined sugars thrown in. I'm talking for the most part about healthy whole foods, or at least foods that are semi-processed but maintain a high fiber content and a low caloric density. So I already spoke about brown rice, quinoa, oats, I showed you those earlier on, but also things like bran flakes I'm a big fan of and I would eat daily. Things like our breads like rye bread and whole wheat, right? These are quality carbohydrate sources that will make up a decent part of my diet.